Hey y'all, welcome to Horrible Gaming. My name is Nora, and on today's video we are playing some Disney Dreamlight Valley. On today's video we are going to be doing a Disney Dreamlight Valley interior, and this is going to be Tangled inspired. This was actually my Dreamsnap for this week, and I ended up really loving how the room turned out, so I figured I would record it. Now, I'm definitely no interior expert. I feel like there are so many other people out there that do interiors way better, but this is my first full-on Disney Dreamlight Valley interior with like all the effort into it. So I'm actually very proud of this. I'm hoping to add more interior like content onto my channel anyways, so this kind of gets me motivated and started on providing this type of content on my channel. I feel like games like Palia lately have been really helping me learn how to do interiors, and I'm hoping as I continue to practice interiors on both, Disney Dreamlight Valley and Palia, I can start doing that on Animal Crossing. I don't hate interiors, it's just I never really feel inspired to do them, but lately I have been really enjoying them. So I'm really excited to do this type of content, slowly branch into it. Of course, I will always focus on exterior content as well, but I think this would be a really great additional content to add for all the games that I share on my channel. Now, there will be some transitional slides throughout this video because I did change my mind on the item placement a few times. I wasn't quite sure on the approach that I wanted to do. For my Dreamsnap, I actually was really wanting to do something Beauty and the Beast inspired or even Lilo and Stitch inspired, but I didn't have enough wallpapers or flooring to do those themes. I was just really limited in the options, so I settled on something Rapunzel inspired, and I actually am really excited that I ended up doing this option because she's one of my favorite princesses. I'm actually a huge fan of the Barbie movies, so Barbie as Rapunzel was one of my favorite movies growing up. And when I posted this eventually on my socials on Instagram and Twitter, a lot of people were commenting that this gave them Barbie as Rapunzel vibes, and I think that is so funny because I didn't think about that movie going into this build, but I guess the amount of times that I watched it as a kid growing up kind of reflected on my build today, which I think is kind of funny. When I originally started this build for my Dreamsnap, I actually was fixing on making the painting corner where you're seeing it now, but we actually end up changing that and putting it in front of the window. I just felt like it added more clutter to the room. I didn't want it to be too much clutter, but I wanted enough detail in this room to capture many of the iconic moments in the movie Tangled and just really capture Rapunzel's personality. Another thing I wish I could have added into my room is this destroyed brick wall almost, and I think that would have been really lovely to accent with on the other sides of the walls. I'm actually really limited on my wallpapers, so all I decided on was just using the Rapunzel wallpaper on each side of the room. But if I could go back in time and again reset for certain things, I definitely would have done a brick wall accent, and I just feel like that would help neutralize a lot of the color, but at the same time I think that this room really captures Rapunzel's vibe, and again everything matches, so I'm still really happy with how the room turned out. I also decided to break up some of the room with these pillars from the Tangled set. I just think that they added such a nice wood tone to the room. It kind of helped break up some of the color, but it also added a little bit extra dimension too. So for the next stage of the build, I actually was kind of struggling on how I wanted this room to look. Originally I had the brown bookcase over here where the painting area was, but I actually changed my mind and ended up relocating that where the couch is in the room instead. And once I relocated that bookshelf, you can just kind of see the room opens up a little bit more, but it also filled in that really empty wall. Then I ended up relocating Mother Gothel's mirror into where the bookshelf was instead before I transitioned. Also, when I was going into this build today, I noticed I didn't have that many rug options, so if I could have had my dream rug for this build, I actually was considering the purple rug from Ursula's collection. I just think it would bring out that hanging chair that we're going to be using in the room a little bit more, but it would really define the little reading nook that I'm going to be building in a few minutes in this room too. Next, I'm going to go ahead and fix up this really empty corner by the door a little bit, and we're going to go ahead and make that little reading nook I just mentioned. I feel like this room is about to be finished. I am going to add a few more final details to the surrounding areas. I also am going to swap out the Toy Story chest item at the foot of the bed. I just think it was competing way too much with the surrounding decor, so instead I swapped it to a brown coffee table to still achieve the bench at the foot of the bed look, but again it brings out the brown tones in the room too and softens up all the color. Anyways, here's how the room ended up turning out. For my Dreamsnap photo, I ended up placing a flower planter that does not stay. It was just for the Dreamsnap feature. I just wanted to add a little bit more floral effects into the picture. I also really struggled on capturing my Dreamsnap photo because as I was trying to get it, I forgot that I had Woody as a companion, but I told him we were no longer going to hang out, but I didn't realize that this guy was gonna refuse to leave my room. So the whole time when I was trying to get my Dreamsnap, Woody was just like running across the room, getting in the way, and it was quite a struggle. Eventually I got the perfect Dreamsnap angle and I was really excited with how everything turned out. But something I really hope to see is like a toggle off feature when you're taking photos, because every time I'm decorating or even designing like an exterior build, all the villagers get in the way when I'm trying to take a photo. So it'd be really nice to have like a toggle off feature. I really do hope to see that in the future. Anyways, I hope that y'all enjoyed today's Disney Dreamlight Valley video. Feel free to use it as inspiration for the new Dreamsnap this week as well. Before today's video ends, I do want to give a huge shout out to all of my channel members. Thank you so much for supporting me as a creator. Just your support in general means the absolute world to me. With that being said, thank you so much for watching and have a horrible day.